we are witnessing the fall of a titan. The visuals coming out of Benin Kebbi this morning are not just breaking news, they are history lesson in real time. If you ever doubted that power is transient or that the hunter can become the hunted, what is happening right now at the Sani Abacha bypass in Kebbi State will clear your doubts. We are talking about a full-scale security takeover of the Azbir Hotel and the massive Azbir Arena, properties that are the crown jewels of the Rehan Group, linked directly to the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. This is not a drill. This is the Nigerian Police Force, backed by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, effectively locking down assets worth billions of naira in a move that signals the end game of one of the most high-profile corruption probes of 2025. You need to understand the scale of what is happening. We are not talking about a couple of officers pasting a paper on a wall. Eyewitness reports and videos trending on social media, some shared by Malami's own loyalists, show a deployment that looks like a war zone strategy. 5 police patrol vans and a menacing Armoured Personnel Carrier (APC) are parked right at the entrance of the hotel. An APC, that is a military-grade vehicle usually reserved for riots or terrorists, now sitting in front of a luxury hotel to ensure that nothing goes in and nothing comes out. It is a show of force intended to send a chilling message to the former super minister and his associates. The immunity is gone and the state is coming for everything. So why now? And why these specific properties? The intel we are getting is that the EFCC has moved past the invitation stage. Remember back in November when they invited him? Then came the raids on his Abuja home. Now they are hitting where it hurts the most, the wallet. The Commission has filed serious applications before the FCT High Court alleging a prima facie case of criminal conspiracy and money laundering. They are zeroing in on that controversial $16.9 million paid to new lawyers for the recovery of the Abacha loot, a job that was reportedly already done. But it's not just about the legal fees. The petitions flying from groups like HIDA and the Carlos Community Development Initiative are screaming unexplained wealth. They are asking a simple question. How does a public servant, even a high-ranking one, amass enough cash to build a 52-room luxury hotel, a massive arena, a rice mill, and a private university in such a short time? The Azbir Hotel isn't just a building, it is a symbol. Opened with fanfare in 2021, it was the pride of Benin Kebbi, a beacon of modern luxury in the northwest. Now, with police tape likely being stretched across its gates, it has become a crime scene. The EFCC is essentially saying these bricks and mortar are proceeds of crime. They are moving to preserve these assets before they can be sold or transferred. It is a classic forfeiture tactic. And for the people of Kebbi, seeing police tanks parked where they used to go for weddings and events is a shock to the system. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. Malami is not taking this lying down. His camp is fighting back, not just in court, but in the court of public opinion. His supporters are flooding social media, claiming this is a political vendetta. They argue that he was a successful lawyer before he became a minister, and that his wealth is legitimate. Malami himself wrote to the president recently insisting his hands are clean and that he declared all these assets. But the EFCC is unimpressed. They are digging into the Rehan Group's entire portfolio. The Rehan Rice Mill, the Rehan Private Academy, the Rehan University. If the Azbir Hotel has fallen today, are the university and the rice mill next? Are we looking at a systematic dismantling of an entire business empire? This situation also exposes the brutal reality of Nigerian politics. For 8 years, Abubakar Malami was the man who signed the warrants. He was the one who decided who got prosecuted. Today, he is the one filing motions to stop his own remand. The EFCC is reportedly seeking a 14-day remand order to keep him in custody while they finish this investigation. Imagine that, the former chief law officer of the Federation potentially sitting in a cell for 2 weeks. It is a humiliation that few could have predicted just 2 years ago. You have to wonder what is going through the minds of other former officials right now. If Malami, with all his connections and influence, can have his living room locked down by the police, who is safe? This operation in Kebbi is a signal fire. It tells every politician who served in the last administration that the files are open and the current administration is not playing by the old rules of protect your own. The drama is far from over. As the police hold the line at the Azbir Arena, the real battle shifts to the courtroom in Abuja. Will the judge grant the remand order? Will Malami successfully prove that his hotel was built with hard-earned money? Or will we see these properties permanently forfeited to the federal government, turned from private luxury to public property? The next few days are critical. We are watching the FCT High Court like a hawk, and we are monitoring the streets of Benin Kebbi for any reaction from his supporters. Before I sign off, I need to know your take on this. Is this a genuine fight against corruption, or do you smell politics in the air? And do you think the government should take over the rice mill and university too, or is that going too far? Drop your comments below. Let's get a real conversation started. I read everything you guys write. And please, if you want to stay ahead of the news and get these deep dives before anyone else, you know what to do. Smash that like button to help the algorithm find us. And if you haven't already, click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. We are tracking this story hour by hour. And trust me, you don't want to miss the update when the court finally rules on that remand order. This is the new Nigeria, where the big men cry and the law, hopefully, takes its course. Stay tuned.